I just want to take this opportunity to thank Jack Thompson for everything that he did for the Sudbury Wolves. Not just an unbelievable hockey player, but an even better person. Comes from an incredible family. I remember the day we drafted Jack. I remember the day, he made his commitment to the hockey team, sitting in my office with his mom and dad and his little sister, and just to watch him develop here and reach his goals in his career. He's been an unbelievable Sudbury Wolf. He'll live on our captain's wall forever, and I want to wish him the absolute best. We'll remain close friends for life. Also want to thank Chase Stillman for coming in and being a big part of our hockey team. He's had great success. The Sudbury Wolves are a big piece of helping him, develop from that minor midget player into the NHL first round player. And obviously, we've got a real strong history with the Stillman family, and want to wish Chase and the family nothing but success moving forward. And of course, Gio Biondi is another player here locally that we drafted a couple years ago out of the Sudbury minor midgets. He developed well with our affiliate team, who are now the Sudbury Cubs, but he played for them in the version of Rayside, and they did a great job with him as well. And really want to wish Gio and all the best in his career, and his family, another great Sudbury family.
Now, three new faces joining the team in Mark, Jacob, and Alex. What are you expecting them to bring to the lineup?
Well, there's obvious reasons I can talk about the hockey part. Which there's reasons we targeted all three of them. With Jacob, he's just such a good puck-moving defenseman. He was the Sioux's first-round pick. He's a Dallas draft pick. This opens up an opportunity for him, right, to take on a little bit more of a role, a little bit more responsibility. There was a couple of older defensemen in the Sioux that are also very good. The character that these guys have. Mark's the same way. Loved him when he played for the Toronto Marlboros, and he brings a lot of energy, a lot of competes. Got a little bit of that Macaulay Carson kind of battle to him, and he's also got a lot of Macaulay Carson character. So talking to those two on the phone, coming out of a team that's had some success this year, it was just really impressive how excited and happy they were to be wanted, and excited to get here and being part of our dressing room and help our hockey team, down the stretch. And with Alex, I can't say enough about Alex. Got to know him really well last summer before the draft, before the lottery. A guy that we really wanted in a Sudbury Wolves uniform. Obviously, the way the draft went, we never got a chance to get to him after the first overall pick, because he was that good that Hamilton took him, and just the ability to bring him home. He's one of the better Sudburian players to come out of our area, and I'd say the last 20 years. And we're really high on him. Great character, great family, and really excited at 16 to be able to put this guy back in a Sudbury Wolves uniform.
A little bit of a gap in the leadership group right now. Who are you looking for within the locker room to kind of step up and be an extended arm of the coaching staff and help out with the leadership?
Well, I think it's going to be a little bit of a team effort. I mean, the one guy that really jumps out at you is Liam Ross. I mean, he's a 5-year guy that's been here. He's had some great captains, from Michael Pezzetta to Kyle Rhodes, and obviously Macaulay and Shane, and this year Jack. So, and he embodies everything we're about: integrity, discipline, intelligence, and compete. And he's the obvious guy that kind of jumps out. But Ethan Larman's another guy wearing a letter for us right now, and he's another high character guy that's great in the dressing room. And we got a lot of young guys right now, so it's an opportunity for all of them to sort of show the coaching staff, not just on the ice what they can do, but what type of players they can be inside that dressing room, and in the gym, in the weight room. And we can't count out the guys that just came over here. They come over here with great leadership qualities. The two 18-year-old guys out of the Sioux. They've got that kind of embodiment to them right now. So it's going to be a process here where we're not going to jump right into anything with absolute designations, but we're going to make sure that we give every guy the chance to step up and see who can be that big guy in the dressing room.
What, in your eyes, what are the strengths of the roster that you've built for the rest of this?
Well, we've got a lot of skill. I mean, we've always had it, right? If you look at our schedule, it's a tough schedule this year, no question. Out of COVID, we ended up, instead of the normal type of OHL schedule, we've got, I think it's 40 games out of 68 that we're playing 4 teams. And those 4 teams have all at some point this year been named in the CHL top 10, or at least honorable mentions. So that doesn't change. That reality is going to be what it is this year. We're just really thrilled compared to a year ago that we're able to play. Love the support of our governors and our owners in the league, and being able to continue to play. That's outstanding. And for these guys, we've got we definitely have a lot of skill. We've got a lot of youth. The future is extremely bright for the Sudbury Wolves right now, and this adversity and this tough schedule is going to pay massive dividends for our hockey team, through the rest of this season and into next year and the year after.
Now, you mentioned the youth and kind of the development process for these players. How do you supplement that roster that you've put in place now and continue to grow moving forward?
Well, I don't know if it's so much about supplement. It's sort of just, build off of what we've got here. We don't have a lot of OHL games of experience, right? Through COVID, we did some things in the COVID year. I guess we gave up a lot of draft picks, and we brought in Matei and Brad, and those were key pieces that we thought we were really well positioned for a good long run there with Quentin Byfield here and Blake Murray and Isaac Phillips, and it was just a really strong roster with Macaulay and David. And then COVID happened. Nobody saw that coming. We lose the opportunity. We lost all those draft picks. The next season we weren't able to play, and we weren't able to get any of those guys back and sort of adjust from there. And this year we come in with this. We've had two spectacular drafts in our opinion as our staff with the 04s and 05s, and the reality is we just don't have a lot of OHL game experience. Even our 19-year-olds, we had them on a plan, developing them. Most of them were playing junior A that year with Gio at the time, and Nick and Ryan, and coming in expecting them to be 18-year-olds and learn how to play in the league at that level. And then all of a sudden, with the pandemic, they're 19-year-olds and really rookies in the OHL. So that's a reality we can't change. But getting this group now and all the OHL game and the experience that they're picking up and the minutes they're all playing, they're getting that opportunity to develop their games. That's the real big positive in it. And that, like I said, will pay. Anytime you're seeing young guys come in and get the opportunity to play minutes and contribute and be part of it, it's not always easy when you're in that situation, but it definitely will have the ability to pay big dividends down the road.
Obviously, long-term goal is always an OHL championship and Memorial Cup appearance, but short-term for the rest of the season, what are the goals for the group in your mind, and what makes it a successful conclusion to the year?
Well, we had a meeting yesterday, and you're right. Like there's that old expression, right? How do you eat an elephant? And it's one bite at a time. So for us, the goal this year is we want to compete. We want to continue to develop and learn, and we want to make the playoffs. So we know that there's an opportunity with the teams that are down at the bottom, and one of those teams is going to come out in eighth, and it's not going to be easy. But our guys, if they do that, that's going to be a huge accomplishment for them, and it'll help their career going into next year as well. So the opportunities there for our young guys to shine. We had some pretty key veteran guys here that you took a lot of minutes and played a lot of minutes for us, and those minutes have sort of opened up. So we're excited to see which guys jump forward and take advantage of some of that opportunity. But definitely, we're still striving to play hard every game to want to make that playoff spot. It's not that out of reach right now, and it's something that I think as a team we're collectively focused on.
I look forward to seeing the rest of the year. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you.